Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to our group presentation for Part B. This is our group member. We have 6 members. The first one is company profile. We have 6 company, but for this slide only 3. Name of company SP Setia Berhad, Country View Berhad, TH Plantation Berhad. Year incorporation for SP Setia Berhad 1974, Country View Berhad 1981, TH Plantation Berhad 1972. For type of industry, for SP Setia Berhad and Country View Berhad is property development. For TH Plantation Berhad is plant oil plantation. Okay, so this is the other 3 company. We have TMD Berhad, Melton Berhad and Muhibah Engineering. For year incorporation, TMD is 1965, Melton Berhad 2002 and Muhibah Engineering 1972. Type of industry for TMD is palm oil plantation, Melton property development and construction, and the last one Muhibah is engineering and construction.
So I will continue with the deferred tax asset. My name is Naamira Zulaika binti Kamarul Zaman and my metric number is S67406. Firstly, for the accounting standard, deferred tax is by using MFRS 112, which state that deferred tax applies to assets and liabilities resulting from a single transaction. Next, this is the statement of financial position. As you can see here, in 2021, SP Setia Berhad has the highest amount of deferred tax asset, while Country View Berhad has the lowest amount of deferred tax asset in 2021. While in 2022, SP Setia Berhad still holds the highest amount and Country View Berhad as the lowest one in 2022. For the deferred tax liabilities, the highest amount recorded in 2021 is SP Setia Berhad, while the lowest one is Country View Berhad. In 2022, the highest one recorded is also SP Setia Berhad, and the lowest amount recorded is Country View Berhad. We move on to the statement of profit and loss in tax expense of deferred tax. In 2021, the highest amount of income tax expense holds by Melton Berhad, while the lowest one recorded by Country View Berhad. In 2022, the company that recorded the highest amount of income tax expense is TDM Berhad, while the lowest one recorded by Country View Berhad. After that, we move to the notes to the accounts, which consists the initial recognition and subsequent measurements. For the initial recognition part, it must be calculated using the liability method, reflect temporary difference between tax base and carrying amounts of asset and liabilities. Deferred tax asset and liabilities are offset if they relate to the same entity and tax authority and measured using enacted or substantively enacted tax rate. Hence, these assets are readjusted periodically for recoverability based on future taxable income with adjustment recognized in profit or loss or equity, depend on the nature of related item. Next, the subsequent measurements must be made to recognize outside profit or loss if related to items outside profit or loss, and business combination deferred tax adjust goodwill. Outside deferred tax asset and liabilities if they involve the same entity and tax authority. Lastly, temporary difference are adjusted in profit or loss unless linked to other comprehensive income.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. It's me, Intan Shira Mazhari, and my metric number is S65400. And today, I will present about lessee in the lessors sections. First of all, lessors are using MFRS 16 as an accounting standard that requires company to recognize lease obligation. All company using the same accounting standard when they want to find out leases of the company. This accounting standard, which is MFRS 16, stand for lease liability in a sale and leaseback. It means that the company rent equipment to record as an asset and a liability. For this section, all the company use the represent right of use, equipment and obligation to pay. The next part are statement of financial position. In this part, I will explain the amount for all company based on annual report recently, and I choose the lower and the higher amount to make a comparison between 2021 and 2022. By doing that, I will be able to summarize which company run their business perfectly. So, from statement of financial position, the company who has a lower amount is Country View Berhad, which is this company only has 1,722,000 for 2021 and 1,331,000 for right use asset in 2022. Otherwise, the company with the highest amount is TH Plantation Berhad, which is this company has 663,538,000 for 2021 and 655,003,087,000 for 2022. It's clearly shown that TH Plantation Berhad has a huge number among all company for right use asset. Next, for the statement of profit or loss, I tried to recognize a depreciation of right use asset. In this part, I will compare by year in the same company. The first thing I found is TDM Berhad shown that they never had a depreciation of right use asset because from annual report for 2021 and 2022, the amount shown in is 0. It could imply that the asset value isn't decreasing over time, potentially affecting the company financial statement by overstating profit and asset values. Next, I choose to talk about company who has a highest amount of depreciation, and it is TH Plantation Berhad, because it's shown the amount for 2021 is 12,843,000 and for 2022 are 10,399,000. If depreciation of right-use asset is at highest amount, it could indicate that the asset is losing value quickly, which might affect the company financial statement.
So I will be presenting about non-current liabilities, which is lease liabilities in the statement of financial position. So we can take a look at the graph, and we can see that TH Plantation Berhad has the highest value of non-current lease liabilities both in 2021 and 2022, while Country View Berhad has the lowest value in 2021 and SP Setia Berhad has the lowest value in 2022. Next, for current liabilities of lease liabilities, we can see from the graph in 2021, Malton Berhad has the highest value while Country View has the lowest value. And in 2022, TH Plantation has the highest value of current lease liabilities while Country View has the lowest value.
My last part are note to the account. Note to the account typically provide additional information and explanation regarding item reported in the financial statement. They can include details about accounting policies and other relevant disclosure to provide user with a clearer understanding performance of the company. So here, I will explain the initial recognition for lessee that our company use. It's involved recognizing a right-use asset and a corresponding lease liability on the balance sheet at the lease commencement date. This reflects the lessee right to use a lease asset and the obligation to make lease payment over the lease term, and it also represents value of using a lease item. Next, for subsequent measurement, I recognize all companies using the same method, which recognize when present value lease payment. Furthermore, the measure at cost less any accumulated depreciation and any impairment losses. And also, for lessee, the company might using effective interest method. That's all from me. Thank you.
Next, for lessor, for initial recognition, it recognizes lease receivable and interest income in the lease. For subsequent measurement, it measures the lease receivable using the effective interest method, adjusting for lease payment received and reassessment for lease term.
Hi, my name is Nur Hamiza binti Hamzah. My metric number is S67599. Today, I will present part financial assets. Focusing on accounting standard, according to MFRS 9 financial instrument, financial assets are initially recognized in the statement of financial position when and only when the company becomes party to the contractual provision of the instrument. Financial asset also recognized initially an entity shall measure its at fair value plus financial assets not at fair value through profit or loss. Transaction costs that are directly attributable to the acquisition or issue of the financial assets. For the subsequent measurement, financial assets subsequent measurement depends on their classification. First, at amortized cost. Second, at fair value through profit or loss. Third is at fair value through other comprehensive income. The next part is statement of financial position. Based on that graph, I made comparison between these 6 companies for 2021 and 2022, and I choose the higher and the lower amount. SP Setia Berhad has the higher amount for both years, 218,619,600 for year 2021 and 316,332,500 for year 2022. Why the company that has lower financial asset is Country View Berhad. In 2021 is 36,401,000 and in 2022 is 60,925,000. Next, for the statement of profit or loss and other comprehensive income, this part I will compare the same year. Among these 6 companies, there are both gain and loss reported. I will highlight the companies with the highest gain and the highest loss. Company Malton Berhad has the highest gain among the 6 companies, which are 2,106,000 in 2021 and 2,394,000 in 2022. Company TDM Berhad has the highest loss, amounting to 36,093,000 in 2021 and 29,729,000 in 2022. Notes to the account: a financial asset is derecognized when the contractual rights to its cash flows expired, are transferred or controlled, and all risks and rewards are transferred to another party. The difference between the assets carrying amount and the consideration received, including any new asset obtained minus any new liabilities assumed, is recorded in profit or loss.
Hi, my name is Nurul Atidah Ilaini binti Muhammad Daimi. So, I will explain in detail the components of financial liability later. The accounting standard for financial liability is amendment to MFRS 9 financial instruments. A financial liability is recognized in the statement of financial position when and only when the group becomes a party to the contractual provision of the instruments. Financial liabilities are typically measured at amortized cost using the effective interest method unless they are classified as a value through profit or loss at PPL. Interest expense is recognized in profit or loss over the period for the financial liability measured at amortized cost. For comparison between a company in terms of statement of financial position, Muhibah Engineering is seen to have the lowest amount of financial liability and SPCTL has the highest amount in 2021. For 2022, Contribute has the lowest amount of financial liability and SPCTL Berhad has the highest amount. From this, we will choose the company with lowest amount of financial liability as the best company because lowest liability means the company has less obligation. So, the best company in 2021 is Muhibah Engineering and for 2022 is Contribute. In statements of profit or loss for 2021 and for 2022, PH Plantation has the lowest amount of expenses and TDM Berhad is vice versa. A financial liability is recognized when the contract obligation is discharged, cancelled, or expires. The difference between the carrying amount of the liability and the consideration paid, including non-cash asset, is recognized in the profit or loss. Preference share capital is classified as a financial liability if it is redeemable on a specific date or at equity holders' option.
The last one is suggestion. We have choose two company, which is Contribute Berhad and SP Setia Berhad. Contribute Berhad has the lowest in lease liability and also in financial liabilities. And for SP Setia Berhad, it has the highest in financial asset and also the highest in deferred tax liabilities. So from all the comparison, we can conclude that Contribute Berhad is the best choice for our group.